Hello there, folks, and welcome to another episode of bankbank's romhacking insanity. This is a Super Famicom edition, so get hype. Okay, so this game I'm showing you right now is Tsuyoshi, Shikari, Shinasai, Taisen Puzzle Dama. Let me see if I have. Where's my Super NES? Tsuyoshi, Shikari, Shinasai, Taisen Puzzle Dama. So this game is, I think it might be the first Taisen Puzzle Dama game by Konami. I really like this series. It's obviously inspired by Puyo Puyo, but it has its own twist. So these menus, I always like to play this game, but even after playing it for a while, like I would kind of forget what these menus stood for. I have to look up my reference, and I use like OCR to translate the Japanese into English. I know this one's option, and this game has one really neat feature. You can change it to have up to 6 colors. So I'll just show you real quick. This is verse CPU. Let's see. Oh, I can't. I can only pick this guy. So, oh, my controls aren't set up. That's interesting. So anyway, there's 6 colors. Isn't that cool? But anyway, as you saw, that was all in Japanese. Now, looky what I've made. Oh, let's reset that because you missed it. So you'll see when the text comes in here, normally this was in Japanese, and now it says press start. And unfortunately, normally it was like enough characters for a space and an exclamation mark, but now there's neither, because I was going to try to do hit space start exclamation mark, but hit start is like, you're never going to see that in a game. So anyway, now we have full English menus, and I think these are pretty accurate because I translated it. And unfortunately, this is not, modified. This is not modified, but I got to tell you, folks, this took me maybe about a week to do this because there's a lot of facets to this. So first of all, Super Nintendo uses a couple different image formats. So here's the font. I think this is the font that I used. A person on Discord gave it to me, so shout out to them. Or maybe they gave me a different one, actually. I can't remember. So this is 2 bits per pixel. The way this is stored, it's insane. I mean, it's really efficient, but let's see if I can get this open. Tsuyoshi, Konami font, Konami Super NES tiles. So this is 1 row, and this is it's a planar format, 2 bits per pixel, and at one point I think I understood it, but I've already lost it. But anyway, it was really complicated to figure out how all this works. And then not only that, there's compression. So here's the Gidra for the game. This is the decompression format. So it uses 3 different types of compression. It uses run length encoding, it uses LZ compression, and it uses, I think, another type. And thankfully, this really awesome person on GitHub, Proton Noir, had both a compression tool and a decompression tool, source code. The decompression tool worked fine without any modification. I had to modify the compression to get it to work, but I was able to get it to work. So not only did I have to, let's see if I can show you here. Tsuyoshi, debugger, tile viewer, tile map viewer, auto update 3, auto update. What is it? Overheading. So you can see here, this is unmodified. These are the tiles as they're stored in VRAM. So first, they're in the ROM as compressed. So parts of this you'll be able to search for in the ROM and find it. So then you search for it in the ROM, then so that's where the compressed data is. Then you have to figure out, there's a pointer that points to, every one of these is pointing to the address of compressed data. So I guess it runs these in order, maybe. I'm still not 100% sure. But also, so this is the tile data. This tile data was compressed separately. There's data for this tile map. This is the tile map. This is how the tiles are arranged. So it takes like this, whatever. This is 8600, but that doesn't correspond to this. This is tile. Okay, so this is area. This is area A000. So if we go to VRAM A000, oops, A000. So it's 0020. So something something 20. So these are all blank. So everything blank represents these first couple rows. Then it finally gets at A14C to actual tiles, which is this. So like if I change this from 40 to 30, you see that change. So like we can recreate this little guy. What is this? 2048. And this is probably 2049. And this is 2058. But what's this? 40. So what's the corresponding row for that? But anyway, A18C. So this is 58. A18C. 58. 59. I had messed it up. But anyway, you understand. So this data is also in the ROM, and it's also compressed. So you need to find out where, using breakpoints, where this data is, and searching where this data is in the ROM. You have to decompress it using this tool. You have to recompress it using this tool. So I was able to modify this tile data and recompress it no problem. But then when I went to recompress the tile map data, that's when we started getting into all sorts of fun stuff. So I spent like maybe 2 days just grinding on this. You know, I'm not an expert at anything. I just like put the time in, but I got it. And so, you know, now we've got this. So that's basically all there is to this hack. It's on romhacking.net. It's neat. I hope you enjoy it. But there's like a thread or, you know, a road, a path that we're going to walk on together. So I finished this. This really cool guy, this really cool person on Discord named Yoshi Fanatic, I think that's his name, shared with me. He does these disassemblies of Super Nintendo games that are then, let's see if I can find, yeah, Yoshi Fanatic 1. So they do these disassemblies of games that you can download and then add your ROM and reassemble. So it's like full source code of these games in a 65.8, whatever the fuck Super Nintendo CPU is, 65.8C16. So it's like, I think this is maybe the main. Oh no, that's not. Where the hell is the code? I'm just trying to show you an example. I'm not messing with Donkey Kong Country 2. Oh, it's so big that it doesn't want to show you it. Maybe I can do it raw. I'm just trying to like illustrate what. So this is the code. That's just data. Let's look at actual. So this is like the assembly language. This is the header. This is the assembly language for Donkey Kong Country 2. So from his site, I got. So what I think is really neat about Super Mario All-Stars, like everybody hates, or not hates, but like Mario All-Stars 1, Mario All-Stars, Super Mario Block Bug. There's a brick, when you hit the bricks, kid. Yeah, there's a glitch. There's a glitch there's a brick glitch when you hit the brick. So anyway, my point is Mario 1 and Lost Levels on All-Stars are crap. And also, I personally think the graphics are not as nice as the NES version. Oh, cool. Here's what I just did. Super Mario Bros. 3, it's a toss-up. Like, whether the NES version is better, it has more soul. But I think there's like a definitive agreement that Super Mario Bros. 2 All-Stars version could be the definitive version of the game. So what Yoshi Fanatic did, which is really cool. Let me pull up my Super Nintendo ROMs. Super Mario. He separated all the games out individually from All-Stars. So you can. Oh, I think I gotta rebind my keys. Maybe not. Why is this not? Please work. Please clap. Is it not? I don't know what button. Anyway. Why? You can see... This is pathetic. I'm trying to do all this like high-tech hacking. SXAZ. What do I want to hit? S? S, X, A. A goes backwards. Z. Z does nothing. Okay, whatever. Well, we're going to go back to that later. Sorry. So he did 3, 2, U, and maybe I didn't. Oh, here's lost. So all 4 are separated out. So anyway, that doesn't really matter. What I want to do is do one of the widescreen hacks. Because I have the source right here. And so, you know, this, like, I would not normally probably edit this in Mousepad. I would use, like, Sublime Text or whatever. Maybe I have it already open in Sublime Text. Yeah, I don't have any, like, colorizing. I could look at a Notepad++. I think I have color in there. But anyway, I'm going to spend a bunch of time, however long it takes, to set this up to be the definitive Mario 2 in widescreen with BSNES HD. Like, you know, Vitor Viela did Mario World widescreen, which is really impressive and incredible. So, like, OAM is sprite stuff. You know, it's possible. It won't take me that long. It's possible it'll take me, like, a couple months. I don't know. But I think this will be a really cool project. And so let us see the reassembly process. Wine. Where's the bat file? Oh boy. Not seeing it. Oh, there it is. Wine assemble. And we're done. And now it's byte for byte. I mean, I can't do input in Super NES 9X. I'll put it in emu BSNES. I think I assigned select on my keyboard. Anyway, we're gonna get there. So you can see all the garbage on the sides here. God, we wasted so much time just trying to get this to work. You can see all the garbage on the sides. So my job is, one, with regards to backgrounds, to, like, I don't know, it's some maybe an artistic decision. Should this be, I guess this should be extend the ground out this way, and then this is just more clouds, right? Like, it's not so simple. Okay, so this mostly works. Like, over here, that's not correct. It should be more of this ground and maybe like a wall. I have to artistically decide, or maybe he should be able to walk all the way here and it's nothing. So you can see the graphics updating. Sometimes you can use your imagination and see like that is sick, you know? Now sometimes sprites are disappearing over here. So the other thing aside from backgrounds is I have to, so it seems like he's always kind of centered in the screen. I wonder if there's times when the player sprite, oh shit, is not centered. So in this screen, the camera is locked. The camera doesn't scroll, and the player sprite is not centered. So that gives you an example of like when I mod this, instead of Luigi going this far and ending up on the other side of the screen here, he should continue over here. So this boundary needs to be moved so he can walk over there. So I'll probably do that but then like I have to make it also, I have to change the level data itself to add tiles here for him to walk on. Otherwise, like, now he can never go past this point. If he like, oh, that's interesting. If I go 1 pixel more, you know, he disappears from here. But if I let him walk here, then who knows? Maybe he'll like start falling through the ground. So, I mean, this is going to be like a pretty difficult hack, but it'll be a great opportunity to learn Super Nintendo. It'll be a really nice deliverable for people to play. And so, you remember I was saying in the earlier in the video that this is like a journey. So I think if I can do this, then I'll have the credibility. So Yoshi Fanatic explained to me how he does the disassemblies. I don't really fully like. I understand in general, but like, it's complicated, obviously. So what if I finish this hack and then I have the like credibility to then ask him? He told me it takes between a day and a week to do a disassembly. What if I had the credibility to ask him to do a disassembly for me? So I have 2 games in mind for disassemblies. One, so I think that like belt scrollers. How long is this video? Let's see, 20 minutes already. Wow. Belt scrolling like beat 'em up, final fight type games are a good candidate because I don't think they'll require that much work. Like I think there's basically going to be no change required with regards to level data, unlike what you just saw in Mario Brothers 2. So like there's a little bugginess maybe. I don't know if my settings are correct, but you know when you release one of these hacks, you include a settings file. So if we disregard this like layer that's in the front too far, and the fact that my sprite can't walk beyond the boundary, if I can eventually walk this way, you know, there's some bugginess with the sprites, but like this is basically no changes needed aside from changing a little bit of like at the beginning of the level, this is blank, that would need to be updated, and then changing the permissible expositions for the character. But like, so this Sonic Blast Man 2, I don't really like this genre. I find it kind of mindless and shitty, but I really like this game for some reason. Like, I don't know if I'm doing the moves. Yeah, I love these belt scrollers where you can pick the characters up and like do crazy stuff with them, the throws. So anyway, this would probably be an easy game for me to do in widescreen, and then maybe it would get people's attention on it and would get some people playing it, which would be neat. And so that's the first disassembly I would like to ask Yoshi Fanatic for. But then here's where it gets nuts. So this is not a widescreen project, but remember back in the beginning I showed you this Tsuyoshi Shikari Taisen. Why is this? Nothing's open. I'm hitting shift. I'm out of it, folks. I gotta rebind my I don't even really need to bind my keys. So my idea is to do a total conversion. So I need a disassembly for this. I can't just like pick at it like I was doing for the translation. If I can get a total disassembly and have more experience with how Super Famicom works, do a total conversion of this game to Konami All-Stars Taisen Puzzle Dama. So let me see if I can the save state. I can't remember which mode it is, but like, so this game has all these characters. There's 12 in total because I did this hack. You use the Konami code to unlock these 2 guys. I did a hack that's also available on romhacking that just auto enables that. I changed 1 byte. So there's 12 characters by default. I want to change each one of these characters to be like, I have the list here. Let me see. I mean, I don't know if other people are like as hype about this type of idea, because nobody likes this genre. Like, this genre is not a... Here we go. So imagine it this. So the first guy is Goemon from Legend of the Mystical Ninja. Next, Simon Belmont. Next, the guy from Contra. Next, the octopus from Parodius. Next, one of the girls from Tokimeki Memorial. Next, Sparkster. Next, one of the Sunset Riders guys. Next, the powerful pro baseball guy. maybe Vic Viper, Twin B. I know I'm not a big Twin B fan. I know Capcom, I mean, Konami likes to represent it. Moai Head, Getsu Fumaden. I don't know if you saw they re-released or they did a new game for Getsu Fumaden. Lagrange Point would be epic. So basically anything Super Famicom 95 or arcades or NES 95 or earlier. These are all big maybes, and yeah, Violent Storm, one of those guys would be sick. Um, so basically, with the disassembly, I'm not changing any gameplay. I just need to change a lot of compressed graphics. So I basically already know how to do a lot of that, and I would change all of it. It would be a total conversion. I would have to have people help me because I don't think that there's like this box. In Contra 3, is there a box that has a graphic of the Contra 3 guy in it? I don't know, probably not. So this is like I need help. Oh, and I would change all the music. Um, this game has a story mode. I think I would unfortunately maybe just get rid of the story mode because what would it be? It's based on like one. I could do a story mode. It would be epic for sure. But mostly I'm thinking like Goemon Contra guy or like Dracula, and change all this background outlines, everything. Maybe keep the tiles the same. The gameplay stays the same. But I mean, how sick would that be? Oh, so anyway, that's my Super Famicom project to-do list. Super Mario Brothers 2 widescreen for BSNES HD. Sonic Blastman 2 widescreen for BSNES HD with a Yoshi Fanatic 1 decompilation, disassembly, and then Konami All Stars Taisen Puzzle Dama, not widescreen, just regular. Maybe I would expand the ROM size, add more than just the 12 characters, because I could make it like two megabyte, a 16 megabit maybe. Um, so that's my game plan. I mean, at first I thought Super Famicom was like so confusing to work with, and it's so much more complicated in my opinion than like Neo Geo or Mega Drive or Dreamcast. But it like all the different ROM types. There's like slow ROM, fast ROM, high ROM, low ROM. The addresses like it's so crazy, and there's way less registers than on the CPUs I'm used to dealing with. But I like this system a lot. I know a lot of people have I had it growing up. I didn't have a Genesis growing up. I certainly didn't have a Neo Geo growing up. So anyway, that's this video. This was a crazy long video with a lot of wasted time, but I hope you enjoyed watching, and thank you very much.